Are you tired of not getting the income that you deserve?
Are you sick of being commanded by an employer to do something that you hate?
Have you lost direction in your career?
Have you felt like it's time to quit your job and start your own business? So in this video, we are going to discuss the difference between being employed and self-employed. Should you quit your job and which will suit you better? What's up everybody, welcome to VC, where we share about real estate, business and mindset. My name is Vincent.
And I'm Chloe.
Now, are you in the myth of considering quitting your job but you're not sure whether you're doing it for the right reason? Or should you continue staying with your current employer for the time being? The temptation of having freedom of time and earning potential, being your own boss, running a business and waiting for the money to come in like water pipe, right? So there are a lot of motivational videos out there saying that quit your job, start your own business, follow your heart, YOLO!
On the other side, you are afraid that the risk might lead you to an even unexpected worse situation, such as not having a stable income. You have tons of commitments to settle on a monthly basis, such as your mortgage loan, your car loans, your credit card debts, student loans, oh my god, that's a lot, etc. Also, sacrificing your social benefits and no more laughter with your fellow colleagues.
Yep, now should you quit your job as known as your main source of income into an unknown path you can't guarantee whether it's going to work out or not? Let's discuss the most common reason why people quit their job. The first one would be the changing of personal life while the current workplace cannot accommodate. Maybe your spouse was offered their dream job in another location, or your job requires a lot of traveling, but you have a newborn baby that you have to take care of, right? Or you deciding to further your education. These are very personal, and if your employer isn't able to accommodate your request, then it's probably time to search for a new job.
The second reason for most people quitting their job is the lack of future opportunities. Many people have ambitions of advancing their career. Growing and being promoted will enable you to gain new skills, take on more responsibilities, and have a greater impact. If the current position doesn't grow you as a person or professionally, it's a valid reason for you to quit and find a new place for you to strive for a new height in your career. Most people like to see their work having a purpose and maybe impact. It is important to feel challenged, which motivates you to move forward. So lack of motivation with daily tasks could be the reason why you feel that you're working with no purpose in your career or life, not having the urge to contribute to your professional growth even.
Yep, consider reflecting on your role and see if you're able to find a purpose, meaning an impact in your day-to-day life before seeking for another role. Discuss with your manager or employer and see if any changes can be made would be poor for you to stay, or else it's time for you to find somewhere else to seek for a higher purpose and meaningful job for your professional career. Company culture is something that makes or breaks a company. Having a toxic work environment can also affect your well-being, as you don't feel like you belong and feel a sense of psychological safety in the company that doesn't align with your values, mission or purpose. The leadership style of the company may also affect your mental health, as you are sacrificing your mentality for the company corporate value that doesn't match your value.
Yep, other than that, toxic colleagues may also heavily affect your well-being, especially if you're not treated fairly or even poorly. You don't even want to work in a place that makes you feel left out or being discriminated against, right? You could have a conversation with your leadership manager or HR to open up on this matter. It could be a problem or issue that they are not aware of. If the problem is more fundamental or persists, in order not to let yourself reach a breaking point for the sake of overall well-being, you might consider seeking a new opportunity altogether.
Yep, last but not least, everybody is looking for a better opportunity, whether it is a position, a higher pay, work-life balance, or career relevance, right? Many people are so tied up with their current job that they hate it so much, living like have zero purpose in life, yet afraid to step out of their comfort zone and try out a new job offer, a new company, a new career, or a new opportunity. It is a valid reason for you to leave your current job to pursue a better opportunity if you have offered one.
If you're wondering whether to quit your job or not, write down the reasons and evaluate with yourself to understand more in depth before handing over the resignation letter. It is important for us to have a self-reflection and be aware of the progression of our professional career and well-being. Also open up conversations and discuss, and it might be possible to change our current role instead of looking for a new job altogether. It can be helpful to talk through it to the leader, your manager, or employer about this matter, and even your trusted friend or family members. Brainstorm your next steps, and talking through your list of pros and cons can clarify the situation and help you get a clearer view on the core value, gain perspective, and also help you to evaluate alternatives.
Yep, as an employee, the thought of leaving a job to start a new business can be incredibly exciting due to the easy access to expert business advice and tools from the internet. Right, I think you did so. Understanding that entrepreneurship is attractive, but it takes a lot of preparation and planning before you even take the leap. Starting a business is definitely the riskiest path available compared to your day job and doesn't always lead to success.
Well, that being said, there are huge advantages to quitting your day job also, and also starting your own business, as you'll have a luxury of time and energy. Also, you're able to throw yourself wholeheartedly into your new venture with love and passion, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There are a lot of unforeseen difficulties in starting a business, as there is no one way to actually build a business, right? So if you behave as if there is just one way to build a business, you put a huge amount of pressure on yourself.
Yep, the clearer you have on the viability of the business, the more you will save yourself difficulty further down the line. So if you think this is the right choice for you, there are a few things that you should consider before quitting a job and starting a business. First thing first, have you done enough homework about the industry and your future customer that you're about to step in? Write a business plan may help you to clarify your direction, purpose of the business, your target market, what your end goal are, how will you finance your startup costs, and many questions that need to be considered.
So remember to never rush into a new business without pondering these aspects of the business, especially the demands of your ideas. No sales means no income, right? Which then means that your business will not be able to sustain. It takes time and effort to research your business ideas and try to prove the idea's viability. Market research helps you to understand your target customer better, whether it's their needs or maybe their preference, and also their behavior, as well as your industry and competition. You may start by gathering demographics information and conducting a competitive analysis to better understand the opportunities and limitations within your market.
Yep, the second thing to consider is your finance, especially your startup costs and emergency funds. Starting a business has a price, as you need to determine how are you going to cover these costs. Do you have any savings, or are you planning to finance from the bank or even borrow money from anybody else, right? It's not making sure that you have enough money to start your business, but also how long it can sustain or even break even to actually make money, whether it takes 12 months or 24 months or maybe even longer for you to actually start profiting. It's necessary to do some sort of financial forecast and calculate how much additional cost or cash you need to save up to sustain yourself while not bringing any income.
Yep, definitely. Additionally, unforeseen expenses always creep up, and you don't want to find yourself in a position where you can't cover any of these expenses bill or even emergency expenses. This will be an all or nothing situation for you, from quitting your job to working full-time on your business. We would highly recommend you to start your side hustle or business before you even quit your job, to have a security over your head. Also have at least 6 months of emergency funds and also upfront capital to kickstart your journey in your own business.
Yep, other than a business plan and financing, mental preparation is also a huge consideration for many people that jump from a day job to starting your own business on their own. The main difference between being an employee and employer is you are totally on your own. As a self-employed individual, you must be very disciplined and accountable to your own. When things go wrong, there is nowhere else for you to hide because you are the problem. You can't blame your customer or your employee and take up all of the responsibility and figure out what's going on.
Well, yeah. Also, leaving your 9-to-5 day job doesn't automatically means that your work life is balanced and your mental health will improve. Building a business could be 2 or 3 times harder than when you were an employee. Sometimes staying up late at work or working through the weekend, and it's very exhausting actually.
Yep. As an entrepreneur, you have to weather the floods and droughts that comes with starting a business. Living a constructed security of an established organization can bring about imposter syndrome syndrome, anxiety, and loneliness, even with the time period of zero income. It can be difficult to maintain a positive outlook during those times.
That's why it is important to always find ways to see the bigger picture and also remember why you even started this. Taking time to exercise, maybe journaling, scheduling your screen time, or even spending time talking to your support system of friends and families are very important.
Yep, on the bright side, working for yourself can be immensely satisfying to have a sense of ownership of what you have created. As people say, it's better to work for yourself for 18 hours than 8 hours for somebody else, right? With your own accountability, you are in charge of what enact your vision, exactly what you see, taking control of the outcome as well. Am I right?
Yep, when you're in charge, there are no rules except for those you set. You'll have plenty of freedom. As a self-employed person instead of an employee, you have full control over your own schedule. Whether you want to work the entire 14 hours a day for a month, or you can go on a vacation for 2 weeks as you like. It's all up to you.
Yep, not only the freedom of time, but you're also able to work wherever you want, whether it is your rented office space or even your dining room table, right? And you have full control over the company vision. If things aren't working, you can shift plans as you see fit, making adjustment with full autonomy. The most tempted reason to quit your job while pursuing to your own business could also be the greater earnings. Are you thinking about that as well? Think so. As a sole owner of the business, you can have all of the profit and the sky is the limit in terms of how much you can earn. No limits on your expansion as the company except for your own imagination. Unlike the salary job where working much harder may eventually get you the boss's pay bump but not much else. You do what's the best for you, for your company, your vision, and owning control completely.
Being an entrepreneur is fulfilling, exciting, and absolutely worth the ride. You just need to approach it wisely. While ditching your job prematurely is not a smart approach. Choosing to keep your day job and starting your business on the side is a solidly sensible approach, which means that you'll be able to build your savings while funding your side hustle before things are working smoothly, and you won't be falling into the dark time without any income. It's less risky and makes the journey of starting your business with a smoother transition when it's the right timing.
Yep, that being said, the low and steady approach could be a better route to go. Slow and steady wins the race, right? As long as you have the capability of functioning well under extremely heavy workload, clarifying your motivation and the desired outcome, have a clear vision and mission for your ventures, and have the social and emotional availability to pursue your dream, the viability of the business, and etc. There's no right or wrong answer whether should you quit your job and pursue your passion, as long as you have the right mindset, build up the financial cushion, and well-prepared business plan, market research, and many more. Remind yourself that choose to play a different game and surround yourself with the people that have the same ambitions, values, and goals as you do.
For us, we have quit our day job and pursued the real estate industry as self-employed as well. For us, we have quit our day job and pursued in the real estate industry as self-employed as well. The choice has drastically changed our perspective of building a business, growing as a person, connecting to inspiring entrepreneurs with massive businesses, and being in charge of our own choices and taking control of our income and also our time management. It also allows us to create more value for others and also collect thank you notes, and that's the fulfilling part actually.
Yep, and of course, thank you for watching until the end of the video. We highly appreciate for being part of this journey. If you want to know more about our journey as a real estate negotiator or consultant, you can check out that video to know more about what we've been doing. And we'll see you on the other side. Ciao!